Hi there, welcome back to part 2 of 7 quick steps for amazing videos. In part 1, we covered your camera quality, audio quality, and your lighting. We still have 4 more quick steps to cover for getting amazing results with your online videos. So let's continue on with talking about your camera adjustments and settings. Now, first of all, if you have the option to disable your automatic focus, then please do so. That way you don't have to worry about your camera constantly trying to focus during your shoot. And you might have seen videos like this where the picture is going back and forth from blurry to clear, and it's just real distracting. Oh, and while you're at it, be sure to never use the zoom feature on your camera. It might be really great for recording your daughter's grade school play, but for professional videos, you don't want to lose your viewers with constant zooms. Just a nice stationary shot is all you need. Now, that doesn't mean that you're locked in to just that one small size shot. You could easily shoot at a wide angle like I'm doing and then edit your video by cutting between tight and wide angle shots. Maybe even throw in a medium shot. And also along those same lines, I need to remind you to use a tripod. About 95% of the time, you're going to want to use a tripod to get those nice, stable shots, unless you're asking somebody to follow you around and film you maybe in your house or driving in your car or something along those lines that gives your viewers a more personal feel. And this is actually a great tip, by the way, for building a closer friendship with your viewers. Anytime that your viewers get the feeling of hanging out with you in like a normal day-to-day environment, then it gives you more of a real person feel, and that's what helps them connect with you. But anyways, kind of sidetracked there. There's a lot of details to cover about camera settings and other tips like that, but more about that will be covered in Video Vault. So the next step I want to talk to you about involves creating content. The content of your videos has to be beneficial to your viewer in order to get the best response anyways. Unless your video is just purely entertainment, then, have fun with it. But it has to help them and provide information that will in some way benefit them and leave them with the impression that you provide quality content. Because being able to provide value like this with your videos will make them so much more effective, and it also helps you stand out as an authority figure in your niche. If it's one thing that the internet has a lot of, it's garbage. There's so much garbage that litters up our internet with get-rich-quick schemes and gimmicks and false information and useless negative comments that provide no value at all, and it gives honest people a bad name. So make sure you don't fall into this trap and give back to people. Provide value so you'll be recognized as a reliable source that other people can grow to like and trust. So as a good rule, get in the habit of over-delivering in your content, and it will help build so much more trust in your viewers. Now the next step seems minor, but it makes a big impact in your videos. So let's quickly talk about speech patterns. Now this is still something I'm working on every day. It takes a little longer for some people than others, but teach yourself to slow down and enunciate your words correctly. So that way you come off sounding more professional. You don't want to mumble your words. And if you have a really thick accent, then you probably want to work on that as well. Now also keep in mind that your tone of voice will need adjusting to give more emotion and enthusiasm in your videos, which follows along those same lines as not using a monotone voice level. Now this next step is the last and final step to getting amazing online videos, but it's also the most important one for making your videos really work. And it's difficult to explain because it's something that you have to visually take in to understand how it's done. What I'm talking about is developing your personality. Now, some people naturally have this talent that really draws people in, and the ones that don't have to work at it. People like myself that really need to work on it. But your personality is what controls so much of your videos. It's what attracts people and forms friendships and trust and respect. And when you have that magnetic personality, people really can't wait for you to release a new video. So you have to decide who you are, what kind of person you are, and how you want to relate that personality to your targeted audience. Now, there's tons of persuasive techniques that many online marketers will use in their videos, some of them on purpose, and some of them they don't even realize they're doing. But these little things are exactly what draw viewers in and pretty much win them over. Now, this isn't a bad thing. We're not talking about like lying to people or tricking them in any way. You're just using your personality to make a connection and form friendships, because that's really what this whole internet thing is all about, is socializing. So that pretty much completes the 7 quick steps to amazing videos. Let's just quickly recap. In the first video, we talked about improving your camera quality, your audio quality, and your lighting. And then in the second video, we covered making improvements to your camera adjustments and settings, your video content, and your speech patterns. Don't forget that. And of course, your personality. But really, when it comes down to advice on improving the overall quality of your videos, there really are so many things you can do. These 7 steps are just a few ways to help you get better results, but I hope they actually really do benefit you and help you. And if you have some good tips that you would like to share with the rest of us, then please make sure to leave your comment below this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Take care.